Hoo-ha! Oh yeah, let's skip the intro video this time because it's late night here and the couple of minutes it would take to do the intro video takes too long. So at least I'm hoping to finish out the GT2 season in the career mode this time. There's 3 races left, and maybe we'll jump into GT1, buy a car, and possibly, theoretically, do one race, maybe. Anyway, it's the Donington Long. We did Donington Short earlier in the season, ended up second, but I mean, I should win this. And it is a real track, so I'll keep doing qualifying. Let's go. Jump straight into it. Not much interest or talking this time before driving. I talk enough while driving anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll complain about the same thing I'll complain about before as well. This is a long track, or I mean, in sport car GT terms, it is a long track, and I wish I could just do one qualifying lap and that's it, but I need to do both. It's not boring, it's just that it takes time, and usually I'm not fast on the second lap anyway, because you know, first lap, banker lap, take it cool, and then trying to push on the second lap and just do a whole lot of mistakes. Or a whole lot of mistakes, as some Norwegian racing drivers or rally drivers used to say. I made a huge mistake. Donington, the heart of British motorsport. What's what it said? Yep, a British motorsport. I guess so, because Silverstone is not in the game. Obviously, Donington has to be the heart of British motorsport then. There are times where the car looks really soft to be a GT car and tarmac circuit racing or asphalt circuit racing. And maybe I'll be better on the second lap once. This hasn't been a great first lap. Then again, that's probably the point of a banker lap. It doesn't have to be perfect. Also, like I watched a replay of one of the races from last stream. Not rewatched it on the stream, but in the game and replay folder. In the stream, no car had the headlights on. On the replay, every car, mine and the AIs, use headlights. That was a bit interesting. I wonder why that happens. maybe I will be a bit quicker on the second lap. Yep. But only 9th. Oh, so that means I'm the slowest GT2 car. Oh, and I clicked away too quickly to see the actual times. I forgot about that. But yeah, the slowest GT2 car. And Ross Bentley is of course the quickest one in the BMW, so this is going to be a challenge. And yet again, I know I'm quicker in relative terms during the race due to fuel and stuff, but yeah. Yep, bit over eager Porsche there. Also like that I'm so big-headed after the last stream that I'm just talking about hoping to get into GT1 at the end of the stream, maybe do a race. I mean, I have to win the championship first. It's enough for me to get a 0-pointer and a BMW to win, and I'm in trouble. And well, I'm in trouble. That sounds like the start of a Leslie Nielsen joke, airplane or something. I'm in trouble and I'm in trouble. Who are you and how did you get in? And I'm a locksmith and I'm a locksmith. Vroom, indeed, Roy. Or more like this time as I spun around. I'm trying to make sound effects. There's a reason why I'm not doing voiceovers or any kind of work like that. So, I guess this is gonna be double bad for me as well. I'm apparently halfway struggling with pace, but I'm also a bit afraid that I won't be able to do this with just one pit stop. That can be a huge problem. Of course, if I'm if I keep struggling, I can just do it the well, it's not cheating, but do the easy way. I can just upgrade the car after the race or between qualifying and race as well, and get a better car for later. Because I do have the in-game money for it. I also like that I have to clarify. I'm talking about the in-game money and not real-life money, because someone somehow would think that I'm a millionaire or something. Yeah, right. Yeah, at the moment it looks like first and second would be tough to get. Unless they do something like that. At the same time, I'm not exactly complaining about not winning easily either, because it was somewhat boring to first championships. Into the points, just 1 point per. That's more than 0. Obviously, logic 101, and I'll complete the race with just 1 pit stop. That's also fine. So far, so good, and hopefully I'll be able to get 3rd, because there is no way I'll be able to get 1st or 2nd. It looks like the AI is quite fast at Donington. Whoops! Whoopa! Yeah, I'm losing to 1st and 2nd, but I'm gaining on 3rd. It's quite easy to make yourself a golden. Ooh, but you won't reach your goals when you do like that, stuff like that. Ooh. Oh, and something has happened. So 2nd place car is falling away from 1st. Quite interesting. It's times like that I wish that this game also had the live replay thingy like rFactor 1. You just hit the replay button and you'll be able to jump all around in the field and see what's happened. I guess they also had that in games before rFactor 1, but yep. Bit of argy-bargy. That's fine. They are called Grand Tourers, so that's almost a touring car. Excuses and something like that. Try not to spin out this time then. Good. Good is as it almost spins out in the next corner. I can spot the podium. I can spot the podium. Insert Jaws team or something. I also wonder if I'm able to... No, I won't be able to save fuel not that amount, I guess. I also wonder where in the GT3 mess the leader are. That might be the biggest drawback with the game. The AI isn't exactly... oh well, the leader is passed. The AI isn't exactly the best for passing in traffic. So I can gain a lot of time there. You can see the leader has passed in. I actually managed to pass the halfway point without going to the pits. The problem is that the AI did the same, but yep, nope, I'm happy. Oh, fuel. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be fine. Also, it actually looks like I lost some ground to the third place car, which isn't great. It's not cornflakes either, if anyone gets that reference. Yes, you have to be from the US or possibly a big NASCAR fan. Or just fan of advertising in general. Oh, someone spun. Or halfway spun. It's too bad that everyone is a GT car ahead of me. GT3 car ahead of me. I will do a small gamble. A little bit left field. Now we'll see. It's gonna be really hard to get that third position. Not giving up. Let me go. Oh. That could have been interesting. That could have been really interesting actually. I wonder if the third and fourth car right ahead of me, or right ahead of me now, is the actual second and third, and that the car that was second in this unsafe release. Yeah, well, in F1 that isn't a drive-through, that's just a 5-second penalty, or if they feel like it, it's just a warning, reprimand. Which can be bad, because if you get 3 reprimands in the season, you do get a 5-place grid drop. The problem is, when you have 2 reprimands, they suddenly find reasons to not give you a reprimand, so it's not really any problem. It's kind of like the penalty points. If you get 12 penalty points on your license within 12 months, you get a race ban. But somehow when drivers have 10 and 11 penalty points, they don't get penalty points anymore for the same rule breaches where they did get penalty points earlier. The FIA works in mysterious ways. And with that almost a lap of talking about penalties and stuff, I've decided it was not an unsafe release, and there's not a penalty for mirror. And it's not a penalty for cutting the track either, because it was a mistake. And I keep hearing Ole Solberg doing a mistake in my head. Yeah, let's hope that the Porsche is stuck behind the Porsche. Here. That was just a bit fun to say. And someone has spun this time. Oh, and that was a car ahead of me. Nice. At least for me. That also means that the BMW is in the lead. Which is not that nice for me. To be quite sure that I would have never gotten this close to the now second place car if it hadn't been for the GT3 traffic. But I mean, I'll take what I can get. Then again, it's quite difficult to take what you don't get. So I mean, meh. That wasn't smart. Last time I talked about me not being smart and stuff, I ended up turning around the GT3 car. I can't do that now, because I need a buffer. Because the Porsche behind me in fourth that spun earlier is a lot quicker. But even though the AI does have some flaws, it's really enjoyable to be able to drive a game that's 24 years old. And at least at some tracks like this, the AI is quite well matched, even though they drive a lot faster in a straight line. And you can actually fight with them. That's really fun. Something that's they're lacking quite a few games today. And even if you can fight with AIs in games, there's usually some weirdness with them. Like they don't get damaged, or they don't retire, or they can hit you and spin you around, but if you do a mistake and hit them, then nothing happens, and so on. I mean, I'm not looking for a game where you can just crash out the AI, and that game is called Breakfast, but I'm not looking for a game like that. I'm just saying that it's quite unfair and ruins the experience. There are games where the AI can do whatever the AI wants, and you are screwed if you touch the AI, or the AI touches you. Also, when on the subject of being screwed, 2 more laps and I don't like the amount of fuel I have. Oh, another spin. And it was the slowest of the Porsches. I'm not sure if I'm happy or not with that, because unless I make a big error, then I guess 3rd position is mine, guaranteed now. At the same time, I think it would be easier to keep the slow Porsche behind me compared to the grey and blue. Ooh. I guess the only thing that can save me and help me is if the 10th place car ahead of me is not pitting on this lap. Shouldn't. And I'm able to lap that car and get it between me and the Porsche. Lots of ifs and buts and maybes and stuff, but I mean, who doesn't like a but now and then? Somehow it feels like the AI actually is planning a move. It didn't get close to me through the corners. I'm trying to get... Yep. That's... I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just a random thing that happened. But it's cool. It felt quite... nice. Ooh. It's getting desperate. Come on. Yep. I'm not sure I've been this happy for a second place in the single player game in a long while. If I ever have. That was nice. That was good. I like that one. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Andre Thierry Boutsen for the Steve Selly in 5th. Normal stuff. Normal people. No, it was not. It was Hans Struck that usually takes points, not Thierry Boutsen. Seventh person taking points then. I will need 5 points. I need to win at least 1 or 2 remaining races and be second. So second and first is fine. 10 minutes at Lime Rock. Sprint race. Okay. I was thinking about one thing. There was one thing I was thinking of. And the problem is now I can't remember what I was thinking of. Yeah. Let's see. Sound. I wonder if I do like that. It's a bit risky. But I feel like when I'm fighting other cars that the in-game sound doesn't drown me, but it might be a bit loud. Anyway, real track. Let's go qualifying. It's raining. If this is like Chatham earlier in the season, then it would be an easy win. It's really dangerous to think like that. Also, Chatham I know, and Chatham only had one corner that could pose a danger, for me at least, in the rain. I feel like Lime Rock might be a different matter. See, I like that they have added wet surfaces and rain in that sense to the game, even though they don't have rain tires, which is a choice. And there is thunderstorms. You can hear it and you can see it. But there is no actual rain falling. Though I could sing raindrops that fall on my head, that's not exactly true, because they are not. And yes, the last corner at Lime Rock is like quite a few corners at Road Atlanta. There's a tiny bit of compression, which means the car grips really good even in the rain. The problem is that in the rain, while it might grip really good, it can also suddenly just lose all grip. That goes for the upcoming corner as well. The compression gives it grip, but it is a bit risky. And just to show what kind of YouTube channels I'm actually watching. Compressions, if you see people with a heart attack, you do, or stop heart, you do chest compressions, and chest compressions. Pole position! And only 3/10 ahead, so I guess that the AI isn't as slow in the rain at this track, which in fairness isn't a bad thing, because that makes it possible to have a race. Yeah, it feels like I'm lacking a tiny bit of power. I also need to concentrate a lot more, I feel, on the driving on this track than in the previous races. I guess, yeah, wet weather and it's more slippery, yeah, but 47 seconds at Lime Rock with a GT2 car from the 90s in the wet. I guess that's a good lap time. But yeah, there's supposed to be 9 GT2 cars, and it looks like 9th and 10th are fighting. So it felt like nothing happened at the start, but something must have happened somewhere. In the rain, so a tiny bit of lag spike due to the wood, and it happened when I was trying to turn. That's quite risky at tracks with walls very close to you, like Sebring or Mosport. Mosport, which is the next track, the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, as you know it as today. At least the new sim racers and race fans know it as Canadian Motorsport Park. For me, it is and have always been and will always be Motorsport Park. Or from the Grand Prix Legends and this game. Yeah, it is Motorsport. Doesn't matter who pays for the name, it's still Motorsport. It's not entirely the same, but somewhat the same as Laguna Seca. I've never used the sponsor names for that track either. But a better example is Sears Point, which I guess might be a sponsor name, or maybe not. To be quite honest, I don't know. In my mind, I always thought that it was a sponsor name due to the Sears singing, but it might not be. Anyway, that's now Sonoma Raceway. So good, and it was Infineon for a while. But due to me being the age I am and the games I played, it will always be Sears Point. That track is not in this game though, but the late 90s or 2000 NASCAR games were also games that I played quite a lot. Back when you can rent games at shops for your N64 PlayStation. I used to rent NASCAR 99 quite a lot, and some other game that I'm not able to remember what it's called right now. Some sort of rally, cross rally game that didn't actually feature anything of rally or rally cross, but yeah, I guess it was a cool name. And yeah, this slowest GT2 Porsche doesn't seem like it is that much quicker than the Mark II is BMW. That is actually quite interesting. Très intéressant. Yeah, shows your age. Yeah, I know, Roy. It shows my age. It's also, one thing is that it shows my age with regards to what I call tracks, but also my refusal to keep up with the times and use the correct namings. That's also a sign of an old person. So, yeah. Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Nah, just doesn't work. Even though that was in Gran Turismo 3 and 4 and probably 5, 6, 7 and everything as well. Ooh, fuel. Yeah, Mosport Park. It is, yeah. I mean, that track hasn't changed ever either. most tracks have had some changes through the years, even Monaco or Infineon, Sears Point, Sonoma have had changes throughout the years, but most of them have actually been the exact same layout since we started, or since I started racing on it. Now, that might actually be true for Lime Rock as well, though no, it's not. Maybe it is. If you're still watching, Roy, we did some racing on a long version of Lime Rock where we went straight ahead into the first corner. Was that a fancy track made out of blueprints and plans for an expansion of where the track was going to go? Or was that the actual old Lime Rock Park track? Now I can't remember that at all. Like it went straight on here. I do think in more modern games that there aren't asphalt bits going straight there. But if that's just remnants of what was planned, or if it's actually the old track. Ooh. This is gonna bug me now. Winner chicken and fancy loosely based on what it would look in a long version. Oh, okay. So it wasn't even plans. So that means now I have to take up my phone and look. Lime Rock Park racing circuits info. Let's see. Lime Rock Park. Oh no, that has actually been. Oh no, it hasn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yep. It's been the same. The differences for Lime Rock is the different chicanes they have added throughout the years. The chicane in the second last corner and the uphill chicane. Lime Rock Mountain. Well, that was a nice fancy track then. They managed to trick me into believing it might be real. I'll be back into this game. Ross Bentley, Andre Ahle, Larry Schumacher, the Saturn brother of Michael and Ralph, and Hans Stuck. Yep. And then, I don't think there will be much GT1 racing tonight. 25 minutes of Mosport Park. So, Lime Rock was founded, or the started racing on the track in 1957, and it hasn't been changed since. While Mosport, they started racing on it in 1961, and it hasn't been changed at all. Except Mosport haven't added any chicanes or anything either. So yeah. 25 minutes, and there's a long back straight, and I'm gonna lose time on the back straight. I almost want to use a tiny bit of money just to get a tiny bit more power. Yeah. Let's see then. 546. Oh, it's cooling. Allowing for higher power output, but I didn't get any. There's no change. That's practical. Oh, a tiny bit manifold headers and 555. Yep, I like that one. Tiny bit more power just for this race, even though it would be enough to get second. Alright then, do qualifying at Mosport Park, Canada. Though, in hindsight, maybe I didn't need to, because this track isn't exactly flat, and there is this compression thingy with the car. Oh well. Oh, it even jumps. Yeah, I probably didn't need to give it more power. Oh well. This is also a track that you can, when you look at it in this game, you recognize everything. I mean, there is nothing wrong with the layout or the track itself. It is familiar and everything looks right. At the same time, you can see that it's an old game, and yeah, it doesn't look right, even though everything looked right. If that made sense. Jumpy. Ooh, I wonder how this will be in the GT1s. No, I better not think about that now. That sounds scary. Yep, I know the corners feels well. Everything kind of is long in this game when it comes to tracks. But yeah, the corners feels really long. But the lap times don't reflect that. So, yep. It's always risky to do changes, but I feel like I need a longer fifth gear for the race. Be able to beat all the German cars in the GT2. Yep, third on the grid, so 11.75, 6 point. Yep, it might actually. Okay, so Ross Bentley and Andreal is a lot quicker than the rest of the AIs. It is 5 points, I think. Yeah, so third place should be enough. But I still feel like the fifth gear should be a tiny bit longer. Then I need the fourth gear to be a bit longer as well, and the third gear. Yeah, like that. Nice. Well, there's nothing to wait for. Let's go. Quickest loading ever. Oh, bad start. Oh no. Oh no. This is going to be the opposite of when I was doing the Touring Pro series with the Holden Commodore. Because I need to do everything in the corners right now. Because it does feel like I'm driving GT2s and the other ones are driving GT1s on the straight. Oh, stupid mistake. I'm actually quite lucky that I didn't get any body damage, I think. That wasn't pretty. But yeah, one thing is, in the lower classes, I was actually waiting for AIs and being fair that way. But the faster the cars are, the easier it is to make mistakes like that, and genuinely it is a racing incident because I didn't mean to. So I need to give myself more leeway the faster cars are, especially on tracks like this where the cars are gripping and understeering, or rather gripping and not gripping the way it is. Probably also gonna wear out my tires. The way the car leans on the tires. He didn't turn into me, he didn't. It's more that I didn't mean to hit him. I didn't even mean to make a move. I just expected to do a lot tighter corner than he did. And then it wasn't as tight as I expected. Something he said on the night of the wedding. That's why everyone should avoid the death grip. Or something. Yeah, back to racing. Vroom vroom. Poop. It's not going to be a walk in the Mosport Park. Just changing, because if I end up 4th, I actually think I'm going to lose the championship. Yeah, well, I'm not that good at rowing or kayaking or anything with oars, really. Now you're probably gonna write something along the lines of, "No, I can hear that." Oh, is the 16th place car in the pits, or has it spun again? Probably just spun again, because when I spun the last lap I saw some time marks on the inside. Nah, so Penny Roy. Row your boat. Or not. Or something. Or something. It's getting late for me as well, I think. Oh, so I kinda need the BMW to catch the GT3s in the corners and more than one. Because with the BMW catching the GT3s on the straights, it will be way too easy to pass. Like what happened here, that's good. The BMW will pass the GT3 car now, but it was stuck behind a little while, hopefully for a longer time than I will be. Then do a repeat now, please, very much. Nah, it's passed already. Low fuel. Yeah, low fuel. Jokes are just getting worse and worse. So is my driving. I don't knock the GT3s out of the way. It happened once, last stream, perfectly timed with what I was talking about, and then Daniel was watching and he clipped it. Other than that, I'm not knocking the GT3 cars out of the way. This is a really short pit lane. Also, you'd be surprised how often the AIs knock out each other. So, yeah. Also like that you kind of imply that I have been programmed to knock them out. I guess I'm as far as from a robot you can come. Well, I guess a robot is only as smart as the one who makes it, so if the Dumbversity made me, then I guess it will still fit. That's exactly what it only happened once. Or twice. Boop. This is exactly what shouldn't happen. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Ew. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, luckily just another 12-second pit stop. Ah! That could have been so much worse. All the hopes of a win is gone though, but I didn't knock him out. I knocked myself out now. Your Honor, evidence B. Guess if my move on that saline would be a dish, it would be a crap stick. Yeah, a set of jokes are getting worse and worse. That also looked like there was some traffic chaos in the pits. And someone had spun on the inside. Oh, hang on. No, that's off. That's all wrong. Thought I was catching the leader for some reason. Yeah, someone had spun towards the inside of the first corner. And it wasn't me, and it wasn't anyone I had touched. Evidence C, Your Honor. Can you show where the man touched you? Honk honk below the door? Something. That's quite wide. I think it's quite interesting also how dominant that GT2 well, GT3 as well, but the BMWs are. Seeing how the GT2 BMW has actually lapped other GT2 cars as well. Yes, Your Honor, can you see the GT3 cars are also hitting me? Lapped cars are in the way. Honestly, what are we doing here? Racing cars or ping pong? Move it to German bratwurst. No, it was a Belgian driver. Potato. It's the same colours in the flag. Not being provoked. Nah, it's a BMW. It's almost as bad as another driver. Yeah, so the GT2 leader is actually lapping GT2 cars before those GT2 cars are lapping GT3s. Amazing. Ooh, but that can be a bit of chaos when a GT2 is lapping a GT2 is also lapping a GT3. Just that I needed to be a lot more than a bit of chaos if I would have any way theoretical chance of winning the race, and the leader has lapped them. Ah, boop. Kaboom! Body damage. There's a tiny bit of emotional damage in that. Then again, I realized I need a top 3 and the 4th place car is suitably lapped by the leader. So, yeah, I guess 3rd place is pretty much secured in the race. That's the championship. We'll go to Norway. Norway! So I lose 6-7 miles per hour top speed due to that body damage. And look at the mess from 12th to 14th and then 4th, 5th and 6th. Who is doing the lapping in there, and probably the leader is also in that mix. That's a lot of cars. It sadly doesn't look like anything is happening either. Spreading out, and the leader has actually lapped 4th place car. Damn. That also means that I'm relatively close to lapping the 4th place car. We got a spinner. Spinner on the inside. So even though I pitted again after a lap, I'm probably going into the pits at the same time as the BMW, or maybe in the lap before. Merry Sweets. How sweet. The life of on deck or something. I could have got in a lot less fuel than what I did. It doesn't really matter though. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. Well, I'm not going to be able to win the race, but I'm actually quite a bit closer to the BMW than I expected. It's too bad that there won't be a GT3 car cluster of GT3 cars the BMW can get caught up in. I mean, I guess that also kind of proves that I'm not deserving to win the race. All I'm hoping for is clusters of slower cars to slow down the BMW. Who knows? Who knows? He's gonna pull quite a bit of weight again on the straight though, so almost felt like I was sending out the lower class BMW. This would be quite interesting. This would be really interesting actually. Trying to get a good exit. Come on now. V12 power! Yeah, should be good enough. Unless I make a mistake and spin out. Or go to wide. Ooh. I got a bit stressed out when I can hear the BMW. Yeah, it sounded like it was a lot closer than what it was. That was an interesting camera view. Oh. I didn't expect that win. That was a nice win. nice win. Spently under all Steve Salin and Thierry Boutsen. Quite normal point scorers as well. That's good. And it is ka-ching, ka-ching. How much did I win? I won 908,000. So, I'm not going to race in a GT1, but I'm going to buy a vehicle. So it's a Callaway C12. Yeah, it's boring liveries. Yeah, boring liveries. Porsche GT1 with the factory livery, number 6 and 7. The Panos GTR 1. I like that they actually have different engines, seemingly. 3 horsepower and also 3 foot-pounds torque. Yeah, something. I'm used to Newton meters, not foot. 2 pounds or whatever it is. Yeah. Moving on. McLaren F1 GTR. Yeah, also different. No, it's the same. Very American. At least a Storm. I'm not gonna use. Oh, a lot of power. Not gonna use that one. It has the Newcastle livery. Not interested. The Musler. Well, let's transfer the car. And then it's the Mercedes CLKs and the Porsche GT1 in gold. I feel like I should go for some of the weirder ones. So a Musler or that Porsche. Yeah. Porsche, that's number 01. Yeah, Porsche. Buy. And I'm gonna do the usual stuff. On the car. Let's see. I got a lot of money. I'm not sure if I'm going to spend everything. I feel like this 680. Yeah, and there's been another. I feel like this should be. Yeah, this is the engineer. Something torque. Yeah, let's do some aero work as well. And that should be it. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have powered up more, but we'll see. Like I said earlier, if I'm starting struggling in the races, I can just sell some of the cars. Yep. And the good thing with the GT1 class is that there are... How many cars are there, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that means it's just GT1 cars and no duplicates or anything. Like that. Jeff Inglund with the English livery. Yep. David Kopp, Gene Butcher, Jamie Reynolds, Devin Eric Bernard. Yep. Former Formula 1 driver. Xavier Lert, Jack Hart, Klaus Ludwig, Bernd Schneider, the Germans in the Mercedes, Roger Mandeville, Richard Valentier, Mark Murphy, George Lobel, and David Brabham in the Panos. And yeah, I can see the Sebring race is 25 minutes, so I'm not going to do that now. Sebring, Road Atlanta, Lime Rock, Mosport Park, following each other again. Donington Short, Laguna Seca, Donington Long, Desert Speedway, so that's a fantasy track. Not going to do qualifying there. Sebring Oktoberfest, so that's Sebring in the autumn, I guess. And Hockenheim, and the old Hockenheim ring, of course. Probably gonna need some power there. Power! But yeah, so that's the GT2 Championship 1, and ready to start the GT1 Championship. It does actually look like it says a Porsche GTI. Yeah. Oh well. You can't get everything, I guess. Anyway, GT2 Championship 1. The GT1 will probably be over at least 2 streams, possibly 3. And I'm not going to start a new season, but there might be a surprise at the end as well. So the end of the GT1 might not be the end of Sports Car GT. Ooh, curious. Anyway, thanks for showing up, everyone who showed up, and I hope that this cough is going to go away pretty soon. And I'll see some of you, or all of you, or none of you, meh, who knows, next time, or the time after that, or time after time, insert song. Anyway, see ya, good night, good morning, good day, whatever. Goodbye.